Peace, collectives. How y'all doing? I hope all is well with you. We finna jump into all signs, see what's coming towards you, see what it is that you need to know. We're gonna have maybe one or two oracles, whatever come out with the oracle, and we're gonna pull out three tarot to answer your questions or to get you some clarity from the oracles. Okay. Collective, of course, as you know, I'll do my best to timestamp. If you would love to help me out, I would appreciate you helping me out when it comes to the time stamping and tag your zodiac if you don't see the timestamps by the time this video is posted. But let's jump right into it, collective. And we're going to start, of course, with Aries. Please hit the like and subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you know when I post my videos. I'm going to try to do my best to at least get one message out like this a month for the entire zodiac gang. But let's get into it, okay? Play messages for the collective. See what it is that you need to know. Aries. Let me see if I can type in Aries. 127 is what I saw. 127 Aries. Hopefully I get it right. Let's get into it. Aries. Clear messages for Aries. What does Aries need to know? What does Aries need to know in love? Aries. What does Aries need to know in love? Clear messages. All right, Aries. At the bottom of the deck, you got chase, preparation, relentless pursuit, and victory, and hot fog. Someone is sending mixed signals. This could be you or the person that you're connecting to. Aries, not really being clear about what it is they want, their true intentions. Okay, nourish. They could be doing this because they may be seeing that you're focusing on yourself, nourishing yourself. And they may be like, hey, look, Aries is not really, lost, frozen. Yeah, whatever this connection is, someone is drifting away, you're drifting away from this person. All right. We have pretend and nourish. Pretend, mask, exaggeration, bluff. All right. All right. They're like, Aries, if you don't give me what I want, I'm walking away. And Aries like, well, if you're gonna walk away, walk away. Okay. Either way, it's like choose yourself, Aries. Nourish, share, self-love, self-growth, comfort. All right. Don't let anybody bully you into, being their lapdog or whomever. Aries. If you're connected to a Scorpio, you might want to check that out because Scorpio and Aries have been having a little bit of conflict. Okay, Aries specifically with Scorpio. All right. For some of you who know, this is a Scorpio channel, but from time to time I go into other zodiacs, and Aries and Scorpio, y'all are one of them. All right, let's get into it. Why is pretend here? Why is pretend here for Aries? Why is pretend here? Someone is not being upfront about how they feel about you, or this is you. 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. All right, 4 of Wands. Yeah, it's like someone really wants a relationship or some completion or victory with you, Aries, but they're not. They're acting like they don't. What is mask here? Exaggeration and bluff. Pretend. Why is this here? 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, so I'm like, I'm fine, single. I'm good, all by myself. Tell me about the 9 of Pentacles. Tell me about the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, 9 of Wands. They're not. They're really struggling. 6 of Cups. Yeah, they're like, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm fine all by myself, I'm good. When they're not, they're really struggling. Tell me more about the Nine of Pentacles. For this person that's Tower. Yeah. This person is going to try to get you to, yeah. This person is going to try to come and like get you to kind of like come together with them by saying something is wrong. Something might be wrong, right? But they're acting like something is not wrong, like it's not a big deal, right? They may need you. They may need you. All right, in some way, however that might be. You take it how it resonates for you, all right, Aries? What's Nourish? Someone is really struggling, like, with their finances. Tell me about Nourish for Aries. Three of Cups. Aries, if this person that hasn't said it to you, they want you to put more time and energy into them. Five of Pentacles, yeah. They want you to put more time and energy into them. They feel rejected. They feel left out in the cold by you. Six of Swords. And this, it may be because you're moving into calmer waters. Maybe you're just focusing on yourself. All right, tell me what the Five of Pentacles is. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles. Six of Swords. Yeah, this person is dealing with some sort of financial hardship, or like I said, this person may be wanting you to help them, support them in some way. They may be contemplating, communicating this to you, contemplating sending an offer. All right. Aries. This might be done in two parts. I'm not sure, y'all, but we'll see. Aries. Last message for Aries. What can Aries expect from this person? All right. Yeah, healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents and honeymoon. All right. You and the person that you're connecting to, y'all, you may not be family, but you may have a lot of conflict that you may need to forgive each other for, or this person needs to, wants you to forgive them for loss. Okay. And it could be for some sort of financial hardship, or, you know, whatever their financial difficulty is, that could be why they want you to, they want to come in and ask you for some forgiveness, because they feel like they may need you. This could be a family. It doesn't have to be. All right, because love doesn't always mean romantic interest. All right. Taurus. Taurus. 743. That's what I saw. Taurus. All right, Taurus, babies. Let's see what it is that you need to know. Taurus. What does Taurus need to know in love? What does Taurus need to know in love? Big messages for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know in love? What does Taurus need to know? All right, we have someone's watching you, Taurus, or you're watching someone. Someone's watching, fixated, attached, hypnotized, either by your beauty or you're hypnotized by someone's beauty. You're like, wow. They're like, wow, Taurus is beautiful. Tell me about what does Taurus need to know. What does Taurus need to know? Rejected tried to come out. What does Taurus need to know? Bend that ass over, let me meet. All right, at the bottom of the deck, you have distance. This could be someone that's not in your direct location. You may have to travel to this person, or this person has to travel towards you. You and this person have spent some time away from each other. Wait, cycles, infinity. Okay, all right. Ooh, vows. Whenever I see this card, I hear, baby, let's get married. I just want to get married. Meet me at the altar in your white dress. Every time I see that card, we ain't getting no younger. We might as well do it. All right, Taurus. You have unconditional. Someone may be asking you for your hand in marriage, or this is what you're doing. All right, Taurus. Let's see why we have, or some type of commitment. All right, innocent, whole heart and support. Like somebody is really meaning it. It's like They're not just saying it. They really mean it. This is something that is felt from the heart. Like someone wants a commitment. Someone wants to promise themselves to you. We ain't getting no younger, cause we might as well do it. All right, let's get into it. This is what I need to know. Why is vows here? Let's get married. Baby, let's get married. Yeah, we got the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So there could be this need for balance and stability, partnerships, all right, giving and receiving. Tell me about vows here for Taurus. Why is vows here? Queen of Pentacles. That's your energy, Taurus. All right, why is vows here? The Three of Swords tried to come out earlier, Taurus. So this could be someone that you maybe separate. There it goes. Three of Swords. This could be someone that you're separated from right at the moment, Taurus. Four of Wands. You may have had a relationship with this person, or there's some type of engagement. There was some type of engagement or relationship, commitment, living together situation. All right. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. You could be connected to another Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. This is you. Your person needs to know. You need to know this is what your person is saying. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Working on what? Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles. The Lovers. Okay, what's the Three of Swords? So Taurus, you and the person that you're connecting to, or this person that you're connecting to, Taurus, they may want to work on things with you and create balance and harmony in a relationship. Ace of Swords. This person wants to speak about some sort of third party or disappointment. All right, Seven of Swords. Yeah, there was some type of lie or deception. Tell me about the Ace of Swords, or they just want to clear the air, get some clarity. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. So that they can start from beginning, from scratch. Queen of Wands. This person is very attracted to you. Yeah, that fixated energy. All right. They want a commitment. Ace of Pentacles. Tell me about this unconditional energy for Taurus. Tell me about the unconditional energy here. Why is that here for Taurus? Why does Taurus need to know? The Justice energy. Okay, yeah. Someone wants to balance things out, make things fair. Okay. Tell me about Justice. Five of Wands, yeah. Things were not fair in the past between you and this person. Eight of Wands. So they want to go from the Five of Wands to the Eight of Wands, creating balance and stability, positive movement forward. What was the conflict between Five of Swords? It was a breakup or some sort of mind games or manipulation that was going on. Somebody wanted to have control. It was about an ego. It was about ego between you and this person, Taurus. The ego could have been you, or the ego could have been the person that you're connecting to. All right, but there's some type of change coming in with the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords. Yeah, there's like an ending coming. The end of it, some type of imbalance, because someone wants there to be some type of whole, unconditional energy here where there's fairness. All right, let me get one more message for Taurus. What they need to know moving forward in love. This person that they're connecting to. What do they need to know? What does Taurus need to know? Finances and career. All right, give your relationship a chance. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. That makes a little bit of sense to me with the Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles here with the Ace of Pentacles. Finances could have been a major factor here. This could have been support. Yeah, we did see that. Support. Okay. Just definitely support. This person may be wanting to come in and give you some support, Taurus, or this is what you want to give to your person that you're connecting to. This is your energy as well, Taurus. All right. You could be blocking this person, or this person may have blocked you. All right. 714. Gemini. Damn, 1431. Hey, Gemini. Hey, boo. How y'all doing? I hope your day is good. Good. All right, Gemini. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's see what it is that you need to know in love. Gemini need to know in love? Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? Gemini. Clear messages for Gemini in love. Gemini. All right, at the bottom of the deck, you got unspoken regrets, lost words, disappointment. Ooh, Gemini, somebody definitely, you maybe shut somebody up or somebody shut you up. Or someone is like, look, let me just stop speaking before I say something that I regret. This could be vice versa as well. You could be in this energy as well, Gemini. All right, what does Gemini need to know? Ooh, yeah, mirror. This could be you and your partner feeling this way. Reflect it. Time, wait, infinity, cycles. All right, at the bottom of the deck, you have established. This could be someone that you share a home with. You have a family with this person. Mirror, reflection, shared feelings. Yeah, you and the person that you're connecting to definitely are feeling the same way about a situation. Um, hmm. I'm hearing pause with this time energy. It's like, you know how they say time waits for nobody, but somebody is also saying pause. Like, don't move forward. Like, give it a second to catch up. Give something a minute. You gotta give some tower. Yeah, you have to give something a second to catch up. Something is moving too fast. A situation between you and the person that you're connecting to, Gemini, is moving too fast. Yeah, illusions. You could be in a situation with someone that may be talking a good game, right? We got heart song and established here. All right. And you may feel like somebody is, you feel the same way about someone. All right. And that could very well be true, Gemini, but there's this energy of wait. You got to pause for a second, pause for the cause. All right. Why is mirror here for Gemini? At the bottom of the deck, you got the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you gotta wait. I feel like whatever it is that you want, Gemini, you're gonna get it, or it's supposed to be there for you. But there's something that you have to wait. Maybe there's something better. Tell me about the mirror energy here. Why is this here for Gemini? The Ace of Swords. You have to see the truth of something, or there's some about to be some sort of communication coming towards you, Gemini, that is going to bring you some sort of clarity about a situation between you and someone. I feel like you have to see something. You have to see something for you to believe it. The Two of Swords, yeah, because you're indecisive. Yeah, you have to see something to before you believe it. Tell me about the Two of Swords. Why is Gemini feeling this indecisive energy, or this could be the person that you're connecting to. You could be feeling this way about a family member, a sibling, or someone that you have a soulmate connection with. Justice at the bottom of the deck. Gemini, you could be connected to a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or another air sign like yourself, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. I feel like there's something that you need to see, something from your past, something that needs to be revisited, or something that's being revisited. What does Gemini need to see in this situation? Page of Pentacles, about some sort of startup or beginning, a brand new beginning, starting over. Think about the Page of Wands. Oh, not King of Wands, I'm sorry. Some type of action that needs to be taken here about a relationship that had, there may have been some type of conflict or ending or bad ending to a relationship. There's something that's about to be restarted for some of you, but you may have been conflicted, Gemini, about it because of the past. Yeah. Wow. Tell me about the time. Why is time here? And I feel like you may be thinking about this and conflicted because you need to see something before you believe it. Because something very well may be better out there for you. Tell me about time. Time is what I'm hearing. Time for Gemini. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, you have to see how something works out, how you collaborate with someone. Once you come up with the idea, you have to see how you're collaborating with this person, how it works out. Yeah, Knight of Swords and the Six of Swords. I feel like there may be this need to understand how the communication works, right? Someone is moving too fast when it needs to be slowed down. Either way, I feel like someone is moving away from this situation, that lesson that had to be learned. Something walked away, a lesson that had to be learned. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Y'all, I had to read that. Yeah, because I feel like ultimately what somebody wants is completion. You know, they want to be happy. They want to feel happy. They want to be made happy. The Four of Wands with the Sun. Yeah, someone's determined for that, to have it. Say more about the Knight of Swords, because the Knight of Swords is why you're being asked to slow down. Okay. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. Yeah, exactly. Five of Swords. Yeah, there's conflict there. All right, Gemini. Yeah, you need to slow down. This may be your ego, or the person that you're connecting to, that may be their ego. All right. Um, someone could be looking on from the 5 to the 6. Okay. Or the 6 to the 5. So, you want to be mindful about this energy that you're in with this person that you're connecting to, that you may be wanting to revisit something with this person, Gemini. But, let's get one last message for Gemini. See what the Gemini needs. That was a long reading. All right. Yeah, we have passion. Exactly. Release your ex. All right, Gemini. You may be trying to reestablish a relationship with the next, or your ex might be trying to reestablish one with you. All right, Gemini. Thank you. Cancer. All right. Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. My beautiful water sign. All right, Cancer. Let's jump right on into it. I'm hearing get on up, get on the scene, get on up like a sex machine. All right. Cancer. You want to be careful about miserly. I don't know if I'm saying that right, because I'm hearing the word miserliness. That's what I'm hearing. Miserliness. You want to be careful of that. All right. Cancer. What does Cancer need to know in love? What does Cancer need to know in love? Ooh, the feminine energy is here. So I could be reading for feminine Cancer, or your person is the feminine energy, and they are very evident in the reading. All right. Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? At the bottom of the deck, you have infatuation, adoration, addiction, compulsion. So, someone is not able to release something. I'm seeing the number 1. Something about the number 1. I don't know. We have unconditional. You could be connected to Aries. Same type of energy, concealing and unconditional. Was it Aries? No, I think it was Taurus. Okay, never mind. We have chemistry at the bottom of the deck and receptive. Someone wants you to read them. I don't know, maybe you might be like a tarot reader or something, spiritual connection. Someone wants you to read them so you can see something in them. Receptive. Okay. Concealing something that they're hiding. Maybe they can't speak it out loud. All right. Someone wants you to read them or read their mind. I don't know. Okay. Cancer. Maybe this is what you want the person that you're connecting to do. To read your mind, or you want them to read you. All right. Unconditional. Why is this here for Cancer? Unconditional. Um, someone is asking you for something, but they don't want you to. They don't want you to put any conditions on it. So maybe they're asking you for something, but they don't want you to ask any questions. They're asking like, can I have, or can I borrow, or They don't want you to ask any questions. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, you got the Two of Swords. All right, so there's energy of um a need for clarity. So there's a lot of indecisiveness when it comes to making a decision. Not saying that a decision won't be made. All right, Cancer. It just might be a difficult decision. Someone's making it without knowing all the facts. Tell me about the this could be you, exactly. Tell me about the unconditional energy. Someone wants you to say yes to something without knowing the full truth or the full scope of it. You got the Eight of Wands. Yeah, someone's coming towards you to communicate something toward about you, about a decision that they need to make, or some sort of insight that they've gotten. The Five of Wands. Tell me about the Judgment. They could be making a decision. Yeah, someone is coming towards you with this Knight of Pentacles. So you could be getting the support, the Temperance energy. What's the Knight of Pentacles? What is the Knight of Pentacles here? Three of Swords. Yeah, you may be wanting someone to come in to support you. Yeah, but you don't want look. But they're not coming in to ask a lot of questions. Support. Yeah, look. I just wanted to make sure that that word was actually there. Because the concealing energy is here, secret, mystery, hiding. Like they don't want, someone doesn't want the other one to know why there's decision is being made, or why there is this disappointment or heartbreak. Tell me about concealing. Why is concealing here? Lovers. Ooh. Somebody could be concealing a third party, or they could be concealing something about a relationship or a lover, a Gemini. Tell me about the lovers. What are they concealing about the lovers? Ten of Wands. Oh, the relationship that you're in with someone, Cancer, is causing you some sort of conflict or hardship or turmoil. What is the turmoil or the hardship, the burden for Cancer or the Cancer's person? Financial situation might be, yeah, the Seven of Cups or whatever. Stability here. What is the Ace of Pentacles? More clarity about the Ace of Pentacles, please. More clarity about the Ace of Pentacles. The Six of Swords. Okay, yeah, finances might be an issue with a Fortune and a Fool. Someone may be thinking about leaving someone because finances are hard or the burdens are solely on them. Okay. One message for Cancer. Last message for Cancer. Someone may be deciding that they're going to leave into calmer water. Someone's like, I'm ready to leave a situation, leave a romantic situation because it's becoming a burden. Someone may be asking you for some support, Cancer, or you could be doing this, asking for some support so you can leave, you can move into calmer waters, move on away from this situation. Or maybe you just need the extra bit of support so that collectively you and the person that you're connecting to, Cancer, can move into calmer waters, right? You deserve love. You are lovable. Someone could be leaving a relationship that's not suiting to them. One last message for Cancer. One last message for Cancer. Yeah, Cancer, finances. Yeah, finances and career. Potential financial issues are a factor in your love right now. All right, you deserve love. You are lovable. All right, Cancer. All right. We got Leo. Leo, you're next, boo. Go, Leo. Go, Leo. Go, Leo. All right, let's go ahead and jump right into it, Leo. See what it is that you need to know. All right, Leo. When I split the deck, I saw pretend. Yeah, there it is right there. Hold on, y'all. Let's put that back up. There we go. Cancer. Someone's an influencer, like on social media, like they got followers, like lots and lots of followers. I'm hearing that. Bend it over, let me meek, meek, meek. That's what I'm hearing. All right, let's get into it. Clear messages for Leo. What does Leo need to know? What does Leo need to know? Clear messages for Leo. Leo. At the bottom of the deck, you got sidetracked, delays, and change, as well as distraction. Leo, you may be dealing with someone that may be trying to distract you, or there's a situation between you and someone that is very distracting. All right, from whatever it is that you need. Maybe someone's doing a lot of partying. Yeah, shallow, misunderstood, hoping. All right. Oh, we got 3 cards. Shallow, superficial, boredom, blank, resentment, stinging words, bitterness, and misunderstood. All right. Lost soul, victim, mistakes. All right. Let's go ahead and get into it for you, Leo. You got the third. You got 3 cards, y'all. All right, Leo. I am seeing this shallow energy as you do not want to go deep with someone. Okay, you don't want to go deep with someone. You're seeing someone's mistakes, and just you're just seeing them for what they are. You're not giving this person any excuses. You might be angry with this person, or this could be vice versa. All right, why shallow here for Leo? Why shallow here for Leo? I'm seeing a dark skin, slim, low fade kind of man. He has a beard, but his beard is it doesn't connect. Um, it's not like he doesn't look scruffy. Okay, he looks put together. His beard just doesn't connect. All right, so he like how you don't have like you can't grow facial hair. He has like maybe a goatee, but his sideburns don't reach all the way to his goatee. Okay, we got the 4 cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I feel like you're no longer interested. You have no interest in a situation or someone. Someone may have interest in you with the hoping energy at the bottom of the deck. Okay, tell me about shallow. Hoping maybe you open up to them one day. Tell me about shallow, or go deeper with them one day. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, this person wants to give and receive with you, but I don't think, or you're dealing with someone who wants to give and receive with you, but I don't think that's something that you want to do. Page of Pentacles is here, or this is vice versa. Tell me about the 6 of Pentacles. That was a justice that tried to come out. What's the 6 of Pentacles? I feel like you're dealing with somebody who wants to open up with you, Leo, but I feel like you might be saying no. You have 7 of Swords. You might be sneaking away from this individual, going silent. High Priestess. Same with the 7 of Swords. The Lovers, yeah. Someone may be sneaking off to a new lover, a new relationship, or just saying, or this is what they felt like somebody was giving and receiving with other people, like having like surface level relationships. 3 of Swords, yeah. Tell me about the Hermit. You could be connected to a Virgo, because I didn't mean to say that. Tell me about the resentment energy here. Somebody's in jail, like behind bars. 6 of Swords. Someone may be moving away from someone that's in jail behind bars. Someone who may be deciding that they're moving away from this feeling of resentment towards you, or you're moving away from this towards someone else. Tell me about the 6 of Swords. Someone is definitely in jail. All right, there was conflict here. Yeah, someone's like, I'm not sticking around for the conflict. It's been a lot of fights and arguments and a lot of control. A lot of people involved. Okay, someone has an addiction maybe towards sex. All right, tell me about the misunderstood energy here for Leo. Lost soul, yeah, like that devil energy tower, yeah. Someone is about to be exposed, or situation is about to be exposed, about who someone is. Someone often likes to put themselves, in a very soft position. I don't know if that what that means for someone. Tell me more about misunderstood, or this could be you, Leo, feeling misunderstood when it comes to a situation. Tell me more about misunderstood. Two of Swords. Yeah, you may feel like people make decisions about you without fully knowing a situation or knowing you. The Emperor. What's the Tower here? Three of Swords. Yeah. Wow, Seven of Pentacles. So what I feel like here, Leo, I feel like you don't want anything to do with the situation or someone that may have been juggling you, putting you in third party situations. I don't think you want anything to do with this person. You do feel like this person or people made decisions about you without fully giving you the opportunity to show them something or give them an explanation. Or this is the person that you're connecting to. They could feel like you ended the situation without fully getting an understanding or explanation about what was happening. But you're feeling this energy, or the person could be the person that you're connecting to could very well be in prison. But Leo, what I'm also saying is that you could be in prison in your head about the situation, and it may not keep you from moving forward, because I see you moving forward, the Six of Swords, but you're still holding the energy of resentment. Let me get one card for Leo. Let me get one card. Yeah, deception. You feel like you were being lied to. Okay, you feel like you were being lied to here, Leo. All right, who we got? Virgo. We got Virgo. Virgo. Love. Some people. All right, look, Virgo, let's get into it. My goodness, this is a long reading, y'all. Virgo. Virgo, what does Virgo need to know? What does Virgo need to know? What y'all cooking for dinner? Put it in the comments. Give me some ideas to make for dinner. Don't say lamb and don't say pork. Okay? I like lamb, but not that much, and I don't eat pork. You got a masculine energy in your energy, Virgo. This could be you. You could be the masculine. Okay? I'm hearing memories don't live like people do. Somebody could be from New York. They're always remember you, whether things are good or bad. It's just the memories that you have. I don't know where I get that from, but somebody could be. We have deja vu. Yeah, that's what I mean. All right, let's get into it. Clear messages for Virgo. What does Virgo need to know? What does Virgo need to know? Dang. What does Virgo need to know? What is this? Conceal, establish, upheaval. Virgo, whatever you're trying to keep to yourself when it comes to a family or home, it ain't going to be kept secret for too long. There goes the masculine energy. Whatever you're trying to keep secret, whatever you're trying to hide, or the person that you're connecting to, whatever it is that they're trying to hide, it's not going to be that way for long. We have concealing, establish, and upheaval. All right, something unexpected is about to occur when it comes to your secret. So if you're hiding something, Virgo, you should hide it a little better. Okay, I'm not trying to tell you to be, to tell your secrets. No, but whatever you're trying to hide is not going to be hidden for much longer. This may have something to do with your home, all right, or your family, your security. All right, tell me more. Ooh, we got the Wheel of Fortune that popped out. Okay, tell me more about concealing. Why is that here? Someone has an ulterior motive. All right, so yeah, if someone's going silent, Virgo, you may want to look at that. Okay. Why is concealing here? All right, Five of Wands. There's competition here or conflict within yourself or within the person that you're connecting to. Tell me about concealing. Tell me about concealing. The Queen of Wands. Yeah, there's a third party or feminine energy. This could be you. You could have another person hanging around, but somebody's hiding their charismatic energy, a feminine energy. Someone's hiding a woman. Okay, I'm sorry. Somebody's hiding a woman. A woman is being hidden. Tell me about the concealing. We'll talk more about the Queen of Wands. Tell me about concealing. Three of Cups. Yeah, someone is hiding a third party. Okay. We got the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So for some of you, they may be on the way out, walking away from this person or this third party. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. What's going on with the Queen of Wands? Three of Swords. Yeah. The Three of Swords, the Queen of Wands is removing them. As a feminine energy is removing them. This is why whatever is about to be concealed is due to a third party releasing them. Tell me about the Three of Cups. This could be you or the person that you're connecting to. The Moon. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody is about to be released because of a third party. The Lovers. Okay. Why is established here? Let me find out somebody decided that they want to go outside their marriage or their relationship. Established. Why is this here? Seven of Pentacles. Someone invested time and energy, blood, sweat, and tears. Sweat, blood. Two, sweat. Sweat, blood. Sweat, blood. Three, sweat, blood. Yeah, I mean, somebody invested time and energy. Same about the, what is this card? Established. Ten of Cups. Yeah, someone invested time and energy in a family. This is about family. Two of Swords. What's the Seven of Pentacles? What's the Seven of Pentacles? Somebody's Eight of Wands. Yeah, someone's about to hear some communication here and move forward. Yeah, it's about gossip. Page of Swords. Somebody's about to hear some communication about whatever this is. Okay, and it's gonna be sent straight to your home. This is either coming from you or coming to you. Okay, this could be your tower or your partner's tower or someone that you're dealing with, their tower. Okay, tell me about this upheaval energy. Whatever you do in the dark, don't stay in the dark. Tell me about this upheaval. Yeah, Seven of Wands. And now somebody's going to have to defend themselves. Five of Pentacles. From being left out in the cold. From being put out in the street. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody is being released. 1, 2, 3. Release them. Somebody's being released. Virgo. Oh. Tell me more about the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Judgment. Yep. Wow. Six of Pentacles. Definitely. Somebody was giving and receiving with others. Let me get one message for Virgo. One message for Virgo. Virgo. One message for Virgo. One message for Virgo. All right. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations are visualizations help bring you together. That don't make any sense. And we have stay optimistic about your love life with deception here. Okay. All right. For some of you, this is your spouse, your soulmate that was out here doing the crazy, just making you look stupid out here. All right, Virgo. just making you look like a dumbass. 4416 for you, Libra. Hi, Libra. I don't understand why people do that. Like, you just got your person out here looking like a dummy, all because you wanna, get your thing wet. So bad, so bad. And now look, you about to ruin your family. All right, Libra, let's get into it. Ooh, Libra. when I said Skira, I can't even speak. When I said Libra, let's get into it. I saw 444. If you don't believe me, you can go ahead and look at it. All right, Libra, and check out what I said when I said let's get into it, Libra. All right, let's go. Play messages for Libra. My hands are tired. Libra. Clear messages for Libra. What does Libra need to know? Libra. What does Libra need to know? All right, at the bottom of the deck, you got second chance, Libra. Somebody wants a second chance with you, a second opportunity. They want to make amends, okay? Yeah, making amends, opportunity, plans. If you haven't spoken to somebody, they're going to speak to you, Libra. All right, what does Libra need to know? What does Libra need to know? This is way too many. That was 4 or 5 cards. I saw illusions though. What does Libra need to know? Libra, if you don't already know this person ain't the one for you. Okay. All right. We have emotional whirlwind. This person be having you in your feelings. Okay, not in a good way. All right. We have clinging. This person doesn't want to let go of you. Okay. They don't. You could be connected to a heavy water sign. You got a lot of water energy here. A lot of water energy. A whole lot. All right. Or you could have water in your chart. All right. Lust. Woo. This person ain't about nothing, Libra. But let's go ahead and get into it. See what it is that you need to know for you, Libra, in love. What does Libra need to know in love? What does Libra need to know? Emotional whirlwind. Either you or the person that you're connecting to, Libra, are you're in your feelings, okay? It's not in a good way, okay? You might be feeling a little unstable, and you could be using, your, sexual energy to, fix that, to mellow you out, or this is your person, okay? They could also be trying to come to you with this energy as well, all right? Libra, you could be doing this to somebody, all right? But let's go ahead and get into it and see what is that Libra needs to know. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Temperance energy. So I feel like somebody is trying to, moderate themselves, make sure that they don't get, out of sorts, okay, with the community, or being patient when it comes to finding the right partner. Tell me about the emotional whirlwind. Why is this here? 3 of Wands. You could be trying your best to move forward. You may have already done so. The Lovers. Yeah, you might be on your way looking for the right kind of lover for me. What's the 3 of Wands? You may have one on the way. The Devil. Wow. Why the Devil with the 3 of Wands? You may have turned your back on the Devil. Yeah, the World. You close a cycle on someone that made you feel, out of sorts. 8 of Wands, moving forward. Yeah, what's the Lovers? You may have already, this could be the lover you walked away from, or you turned away from. What's the Lovers? Yeah, the 9 of Swords, and this person is stressed out because you're doing it. The 9 of Swords and the Emperor. Definitely, this person is someone who was definitely in their ego. Someone may have even played mind games and manipulations, and manipulated you at some point. I feel like for some of you, you may be healing from this person, or this person is, contemplating ways to get back, right? Like, what is it that I need to say to get this back with Libra? All right. This person may be coming in to pull on your, you know, your sexual energy. All right. Libra. Tell me about lust. Why is this here? Tell me about lust. Temperance. Yeah. I feel like this person won't be able to come in that way for you at this moment, or at all, possibly, because you've already turned your back to the Devil. All right. Tell me about this temperance energy. Chariot. You moved on. Yeah, you moved on, Libra. Tell me more. Let me get one more card for lust. Three of Pentacles. Yeah. So I feel like for some of you, when it comes to this energy, this lustful energy, I feel like this person here may be already someone that you already had some type of romantic relationship with, but I feel like this person may be wanting to come in to kind of like collaborate with you, but not in a way where you it's long term. It's very short term energy, even though this person might be coming up trying to show up like that. Okay, there goes that hermit energy in reverse, right? This person that where you were not communicating with this person, I feel like this person may be wanting to communicate here with you. Okay, um, it feels a little, yeah, it is right here is elusive. It feels a little deceptive, especially with this lustful energy. Okay, but take it how it resonates. Give me one more card for this Three of Pentacles. Someone wants to see you naked. Yeah, Eight of Swords. Someone thinks about you all the time when it comes to your how you guys collaborate. All right, so there's a lot of passion right now. This person is left out in the cold when it comes to you and them. Okay, but I feel like this person thinks about collaborating with you often. All right, I'm gonna say it that way, but we know what I'm talking about when I say collaborate. I picked up the wrong deck. Okay, yeah, but I feel like they can't get towards you in that way. They're stuck. Okay, they're trapped. They can't move forward when it comes to trying to connect with you in that way. They're gonna have to just find another way around. they just got to find another way, Libra. All right, let's get into it, Libra. Libra. What else does Libra need to know? One last message for Libra. What does Libra need to know? They're going to have to find another way in. They can't get in that way. Libra. Yeah, Libra. Because I feel like you've already, yeah, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Free yourself. But I feel like I said, I feel like this person wants to come in and express something with you, but they can't come in that way. They're going to have to find another way to get in, right? How you hating from outside the club? You can't even get in, right? All right, Scorpio. 5225. Scorpio. That's a good number, Scorpio. Scorpio, my Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. Let's get into it. What does Scorpio need to know in love? Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know in love? Play messages for my beautiful Scorpio. My beautiful, 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 beautiful ranger. All right, Scorpio. Play messages for Scorpio. What Scorpio need to know? At the bottom of the deck, Scorpio, you have intimacy. You could be connected to a Libra. You could have Libra in your chart. All right, because intimacy, and we have closeness, sexual, and seclusion. All right, somebody wants to spend some time alone with you, Scorpio. All right, let's get into it. Ooh, Scorpio, somebody is definitely, I'm sorry, but I gotta say it. Somebody is definitely whacking to your pictures. Okay, Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know? All right, I don't want to take all them cards. Look, I apologize. And we have avoiding. All right, Scorpio, blocking. Someone, time. All right, wait. They don't love you like I love you. Wait. All right, listen. Somebody wants to apologize, but at the same time, they want to avoid accountability. Okay. This person, there's a lot of push pull energy here, in your energy when it comes to this person. All right, Scorpio. I feel like what they want here, Scorpio, is they want to be back with you, but they also have this. They have not changed when it comes to reconciling with the thought of taking accountability for their actions. Okay, so they may want to come in and give you some flowers or give you your flowers. You know that saying, like Scorpio, you was always a good person, you was always a good woman, blah 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 blah, blah, a good man, yada yada yada, right? But not at the same time, not taking accountability, avoiding taking accountability, still blocking you out, still not giving you answers, still not giving you clarity, still running away from the truth, right? So there's a person that's in your energy that wants to be a part of your cycle, right? But they haven't changed. Yeah, look, they still want to be there. They just haven't changed. All right, tell me about apology. Why is this here for Scorpio? All right, you got the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So Scorpio, I feel like you already know that this person is coming towards you. You just don't know how to feel, or what to feel, or what to think, or how to decide, or how to move forward. Tell me about the apology here. This could be the person that you're connecting to, Scorpio. They could say that they don't know how to move forward or how to come towards you. I feel like the person that you're talking to or connecting to you, Scorpio, they're just going to take a chance and take a risk and asking you to forgive them. They just want to ask, will you forgive me? You could be connected to an Aries or another Scorpio. Maybe you're Sagittarius. Okay, you got the Six of Wands. They want the family back, or they want this completion back. They feel like they're victorious when they're with you, or when you're around, or when they're in your energy, like I mentioned. Like, what's the judgment for Scorpio? Yeah, they've already made the decision. They just haven't moved forward. All right, you got the Six of Cups. This is for some of you. This is definitely someone from your past. Scorpios, don't yell at me. I know you don't want anybody from your past. Some of you do, but the rest of you, some of you don't, and that's okay. But that's what I saw. Okay, so I'm sorry if that annoys you. Tell me about avoiding. Why is that here for the person that's connected to Scorpio? Why is avoiding here for the person that's connected to Scorpio? Six of Wands. Yeah, this person, they do a good job at avoiding accountability, okay? All right, they may be trying to get others' attention or trying to get your attention in some way, by deflecting away so that they don't have to take accountability. That was a Nine of Cups. Yeah, this person that you're connecting to, they haven't changed. They're still selfish. They only think about themselves. Four of Cups. Yeah, this person could block you out if you try to get them to take accountability. Yeah, Temperance. All right, tell me about the Four of Cups. Some of you, you're sick of it. Okay, with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. This person here, even though they are coming in with the energy of avoiding accountability, they still feel like they're going to win. Okay, they still want to come in and offer you some type of longevity. They find you attractive. They've been watching you. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. What is this Knight of Pentacles? What is this longevity? The Five of Pentacles. This person don't really have it. They don't really have it. Maybe they feel like you don't have it. What's the Five of Pentacles? What is the Five of Pentacles? Five of Cups. Wow. This person could be coming towards you because the energy they feel is regret. Okay? They don't really have it. Since they've walked away or left the situation, they don't really have it. Or they're very selfish, very greedy. Okay? They may see that they hurt the relationship, but they still prefer to do things on their own. Like, this person has not changed. Right? They're not coming in to support. They're not coming in to be this person that deserves an apology, but they want to come in and apologize because they feel guilty. They may feel guilty because their finances and their guilt is eating at them, right? Not really giving them a break, and they may feel like they need to break the karma. All right, but they didn't change, at least not towards you. Last message for Scorpio. Last message for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know regarding this situation? Last message for Scorpio. Engagement. Wow. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, and we have give your relationship a chance. Scorpio, this person really does wants a second opportunity. Do they deserve it? I don't think so. But but that's not saying that that's not what they don't, that's not what they want. They don't want, they do want a second opportunity with you. All right, Scorpio, who's next? Sagittarius 5948. Oh, I need that. Come back. 59, 48. Sagittarius. Why is Sagittarius spelled that way? First of all. All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to know and love? What does Sagittarius need to know and love? Clear messages for Sagittarius. What do they need to know and love? What does Sagittarius need to know and love? All right, at the bottom of the deck, you got the heart song, inner knowing, telepathy, or telepathy, I don't know, and intuition. All right, so Sagittarius, you could be using your energy to see what's going on in your person's energy, or this is vice versa. They could be going on and trying to see what's in your energy with music or getting tarot readings. You could be connected to a Scorpio. We have whirlwind and harmony. Ooh. Was it heart? No, Libra. I apologize. We have tension. Reach out is what I heard. I'm not saying you need to do that, Sagittarius, but that's the message that I heard. Okay, reach out. Tension, turbulence, argument, stress. Okay, is what I'm getting from this energy. All right, emotional whirlwind. Okay, you could very well be connected to a Libra. All right, and harmony, peaceful, balance, and friendship. Clear messages for Sagittarius. What does Sag need to know? What does Sag need to know? Clear messages. In love, what do they need to know? Okay. At the bottom of the deck, you got the Nine of Wands. Someone is struggling emotionally. The person that you're connecting to, Sag, could very well be struggling emotionally. Tell me about the emotional whirlwind here. They could be feeling Nine of Pentacles. They could be feeling emotional regarding their independence, regarding their finances, okay, regarding their structure. Eight of Swords. Someone could be releasing, is in reverse. Somebody could be releasing the fear of, instability, or they could be finding themselves going from unstable to being stable. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. And this could be in their feelings, when it comes to love, romance. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. They may be coming away from Seven of Pentacles. They may be coming away from being afraid to reach out, because I heard reach out. Okay. They may be trying to avoid some sort of conflict or argument. All right. You could be connected to that Scorpio energy. All right. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, Seven of Cups. Yeah, so they're waiting to make the right decision. Ten of Swords. Like, are you still mad at me? They're watching you. Like, are you still mad at me? Are you upset with me? Ace of Cups. This person may be wanting to have a brand new beginning with you. Yeah, tell me about harmony for Sag. Tell me about harmony. Yeah, Queen of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, someone has definitely been with the Six of Wands. Someone is definitely using their intellect to determine when is the best time to have a good outcome with you, Sagittarius, or this is vice versa. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. I don't feel like she's being mean in this energy. I feel like she's being direct though. Six of Swords. She wants to move into calmer waters with you. Exactly. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. I think she's being soft in this energy. Yeah, Tower. Ooh, something this queen is going to say to you that's going to be unexpected. You could be connected to a Scorpio or a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Tell me about the Tower. Five of Cups. Like, oh yeah, you're not going to expect this person to tell you how they feel when it comes to them, how they feel. They feel guilty. They feel bad. Three of Swords. They do want to reconcile. This person is someone who likes to have control over their emotions, over situations. Yeah. All right. Let me get one last message for Sagittarius. One last message for Sag. please. Clear messages for Sagittarius. One last message for Sag. Ooh, that was quick. And we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. True love. Yeah, this person has feelings for you. They may be now trying to come out of this energy of being afraid to reach out to you. Their stability may have a lot to do with it. This could be emotional stability, financial stability, or anything else that, they may have wanted to, have some type of balance with, right? Equal give and take in some way. This could be their past experience. It may have had nothing to do with you. All right, Sagittarius. But let's go ahead and get into it. I know I'm running out of batteries on my phone. All right, and we are going to, I think it's Aquarius. Is it Aquarius? Nope, it's Capricorn. Capricorn. And it's 10555. Ooh, what a number. All right. Capricorn, hey boo. Let's jump right into it and see what it is that you need to know in love. Capricorn. All right, at the bottom of the deck, you have intimacy. All right, you could be connected to a Scorpio. You do not have to. Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? Chemistry and exhaustion. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, you have intimacy again. Okay, so you might very well be connected to a Scorpio. All right, but let's go ahead and get to it. You could be connected to a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Someone has some type of strong desire for you, Capricorn, or you have this for them. This person could be someone that someone's at a dry spell. That's what I'm hearing. Somebody's in a dry spell. You could be, if you were in a relationship, this could be like someone putting you on some type of restriction is what I'm getting here, and somebody's tired of waiting. All right, this could be, if you were Capricorn, this could be, you just like, I don't want to be celibate anymore. Somebody's ready to just like let loose. Yeah. All right, we have the Three of Cups. You could be invited to a party. All right. What's chemistry here? You might meet someone at a party. Yeah, Chariot. You're going to be traveling, or you're going to be making a decision when it comes to something that you desire, that you want. Eight of Cups. It was falling in a reverse, so you could be finding yourself returning back to something or someone. Okay. Not because the grass isn't greener, maybe because exhaustion, or this is what's happening, that someone is returning back to you, Capricorn, because the grass was not greener on the other side. Same about the Eight of Cups in a challenging position. The Queen of Cups. Yeah. Someone has feelings that they want to express. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Yeah, Seven of Wands. It's in a challenging position. So someone could be letting down their guard. With the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, you could be connected to another earth sign like yourself, but they could be wanting to put down their guards when it comes to you. All right, Capricorn, tell me about the exhaustion energy. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, someone's tired of waiting for something. Tired of waiting for someone to come in with an offer. Someone's tired of waiting for a commitment. That's what it is. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. Someone's like, whatever. Yeah, with the Six of Cups. Someone may be like, I'm tired of waiting for someone. I'm just gonna go back to back to what I know. You don't want nobody coming back towards you like that, Capricorn. Yeah, this is someone that you left out in the cold. This person doesn't want to be left out in the cold anymore. They want to close to that cycle. They don't want to feel left out. They don't want to feel financially depleted. All right, Wheel of Fortune. They want their luck and fortune to change in their favor. Okay. Tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles. So you got somebody that's coming in because, yeah, there goes the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. Yeah, because they want to they want to talk to you about having a brand new passionate beginning. All right. Whether you do it or not is entirely up to you. King of Swords and the Four of Cups is entirely up to you. I do feel like it might have a lot to do with, you know, short term lustful energy, intimacy. Like, okay. But that's entirely up to you. Someone doesn't want to wait anymore. All right, Capricorn. Clear messages. Last message for Capricorn. Last message for Capricorn. All right, true love. This is a romance of a lifetime. At the bottom of the deck, we have engagement. All right, Capricorn, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Okay. All right, so that could be anything, right? That could be you going from being just friends or nothing or separated to having sex, from having just sex to taking the relationship to a higher level of commitment to a commitment, right? Or from a commitment to moving in together. It's from moving in together to a marriage. So that's entirely up to your circumstance and the situation. We have 1107 for my beautiful Aquarius. All right, let's get into it. A lot of your cards came in a challenging position, Capricorn. Someone is definitely tired of waiting. Like, they could be tired of waiting for a relationship, right? Someone's ready to, I am ready for love. All right, let's get into it. For Aquarius, why are you hiding from me? Longy. I quickly give my freedom to be held in your captivity. I am ready for love, Aquarius. Through all the hurt and the pain, and all the time that it takes. All right, clear messages for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? Ignore the birds, they're annoying. All right, at the bottom of the deck, you have time. And all the time that it takes. Yeah, somebody wants a commitment. All right, let's get in it. What does Aquarius need to know? Aquarius. That's way too many. Okay, you got heart song, illusion, clashing, and spiritual connection. All right, this card fell in reverse, and we have infatuation, adoration, compulsion. Aquarius. Thank you. Chemistry. All right. Aquarius, so at the bottom of the deck, someone's saying no. Okay. So if someone really likes you, someone either likes the way you look, the way you smell, they like the way you do things, the way you work, the way you take care of your family, the way you take care of your home, the way you take care of yourself. This person really likes you, or you like someone, but someone is putting up a boundary here on someone, and you could be a little apprehensive about this person because of past, the past, the memories. Okay, you could be rejecting this person just out of just purely out of fear. All right, Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? Infatuation. Someone is watching you a lot, and they can't help it. Even when they try, it's a compulsion. They're trying to stop. Aquarius. All right, you got the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, so you could be connected to a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be. Tell me about infatuation. This person that's watching, Seven of Pentacles. I feel like this person is waiting for the right time for you to reach out to them. I don't feel like they're going to reach out to you. Yeah, someone is taking a lot of time waiting. Okay, waiting. And they could be planning as well with the King of Wands, Queen of Cups. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles here. What are they waiting for? The Sun. Yeah, they're waiting for clarity here. They may be looking for something specifically. Seven of Cups. What are they looking for specifically? Ooh, my ear. Y'all, my bad. My ear started to itch. What are they looking for? What are they looking for? You may be waiting for some type of good news. Something. They trying to wait for something when it comes to you. Tell me about the Sun. What is this person waiting for? They may be wanting to see if you have some type of stability or have a relation or have an offer. Eight of Wands if you've already moved on. Tell me about the King of Wands. Yeah, this person is very attracted to you in some way. This is, yeah, Magician. Wow. You know, when you hyper focus on something for so long, you can manifest it. This person may be thinking that they can manifest you back, manifest you in some way. Tell me about the Magician. Or get what they desire, the desired outcome. Yeah, they want you to reach out to them. They want you to come out of hermit mode. Yeah, Ten of Swords, Seven of Cups. Yeah, they want you to come out of that. Tell me about the chemistry energy. Why is chemistry here? Yeah, this person wants you to accept their offer or accept that you learned from something, or I don't know. Tell me about the Hierophant. The Devil in the challenging position. It's trying to come in a reverse. Okay, but I feel like they may be wanting to know if you've already learned from your lust or from your chasing your desires. Yeah. What's the Devil? The Ace of Cups. Like, are you still in love with the Devil? Do you still love chasing your desires? Ten of Swords, even though it hurt you. You could be their desire, or they could be your desire. Tell me more about the Devil. Seven of Wands. Like, yeah, are you still resisting the Devil? Like, they want you to open up. Yeah. Ooh. One last card for Aquarius. One last message for Aquarius. Someone wants to know if you you know, released this energy, this karmic negative energy. Have you learned? Do you still want it? It might be a challenge for you still. I don't know why the energy got so dark the closer we got to Capricorn and Aquarius. Wow. All right. One last message for, that was quick. I'm going to get one more card because we have the same message as Capricorn. You could be connected to a Capricorn. Was that reconciliation? Yep, it was. All right. You deserve love. You are lovable. All right. All right. Aquarius. 1/18. Oops. 1/18/28. Pisces. Yeah, but Aquarius, I feel like somebody is waiting for you to come toward them. I don't think they are trying to go towards you. They could be trying it, but I don't see it. I feel like they're trying to manifest you to come toward them. All right, it's like they're hyper focused, hyper fixated on you to get you to come toward them. All right, Pisces. Clear messages for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? What does Pisces need to know? Clear messages for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? Clear messages for Pisces. What is this? Pisces, you or someone that you're connecting to feel misunderstood. Pisces. At the bottom of the deck, we have fantasy. dream, fairy tale, and imagination. All right, let's get into it. You very much Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands energy. Someone may be wanting to communicate what it is that they want. Pisces. This could be you or the person that you're connecting to. And we have clinging and boundaries. Uh, Even though someone is holding on to a situation, this could be you or the person that you're connecting to. Exhaustion. All right, this could be you or the person that you're connecting to, Pisces. Even though someone is holding on to something, someone may be like, all right, I'm gonna hold on, but I'm not going to come toward Pisces. Okay, drawing the line. They may be trying to stick to their guns when it comes to a situation, or this is you. All right, tell me about clinging. It's like they're watching and obsessed with you, Pisces. They may be very emotional about something, but they're not. They've decided not to reach out to you. They're not coming towards you. Tell me about clinging here for Pisces, or this is you. All right, you got the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. So definitely something is about to change in some way. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. Tell me about the clinging energy. Why is this here? Two of Swords. Yeah. You're dealing with someone who is very indecisive about the relationship between the two of you, whether it's a relationship or not a relationship. King of Swords. Yeah. This person is not like their decision, even though their decision is not clear, they don't truly have all the answers. They're making a executive decision that this is what they want. They want you. Saying about the Two of Swords. Yeah, they want you. Knight of Cups. They want you. The boundary could be you, that you have, maybe you have the boundary up on this person. Tell me about the Two of Cups for Pisces. Yeah, they feel like they could have a victory with you. Yeah, Five of Pentacles right now, they're feeling left out in the cold. You could be connected to a Libra. This is a mother figure, child's mother. Tell me about boundaries. Why is boundaries here for Pisces? The Magician in the reverse, the Hierophant. All right. Ooh. Okay, so it's so weird because no matter how badly this person wants you, they're seeing something as um this Magician in reverse, that this relationship, this moral thing, like something doesn't line up to their morals. Maybe this is you, right? They feel like something is not lining up with how they perceive things, how they perceive the truth. Yeah, I feel like this person like is like really looking deep within. Like, does it align with me, or does Pisces align with me, or vice versa? This is how you are feeling. Tell me about the Magician in the reverse. Yeah, the King of Swords. Yeah, why the King of Swords with the Magician? This is too many. Well, this person, Eight of Cups. This person or you, this could be you, this energy here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Empress. This person may want to come towards you with, a solid offer, right? But how they're coming towards you is very like, it's not very soft, right? The Empress, yeah, she's the Empress and she harnesses all the queens, but she demands respect, right? And I feel like you may not be someone, because the Eight of Cups is here. You may not be someone that is going to sit around and not accept the bare minimum. I feel like whatever this person wants, they have to come in with something. They have to be bearing something. Same about the Hierophant, whatever that is, right? You whatever that is, I feel like you are saying that this person needs to come in with that. Tell me what the Hierophant is for. Okay, yeah, someone wants to reconcile with you, Pisces, or you may want to reconcile with this person. Yeah, there goes the Knight of Pentacles. I do like when I see the Knight of Pentacles rather than the Knight of Wands, because it does show that somebody might be a little bit more serious about staying put or staying in a relationship, or having desire to build a firm foundation. But it feels like somebody has this boundary up because they're not getting it. Is not. It doesn't look how they want it to look. Is what I'm seeing. This could be you or the person that you're connecting to. They may be wanting something from you, Pisces, that you're trying to give, but in a way that best manifests you, or resonates with you, or this is vice versa. Your person is trying to give you something because they don't want to let go, but you have this boundary because something doesn't look the way you want it to look, and that's okay too. You know, we all have our preferences. One message for Pisces: yeah, you deserve love. You are lovable. True love. Like, it doesn't mean that you don't love this person. It just means let go of control issues and reconciliation. It just means that you know what you like. All right. All right, Pisces. But I'm gonna read that again. True love. Let go of control issues and reconciliation. This could be the one. All right, Pisces. All right, collective. This is your message. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. This whole 1 hour and 25 minutes, about to be 1 hour and 30 minutes. I truly appreciate you for taking the time to listen. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I love you. Peace.